In this video, I want to talk about some really weird and manipulative things that narcissists do and the reason behind the actions, the thoughts, and the behavior. Number 1, the conversation becomes a monologue. Even the simplest interaction with someone highly narcissistic makes this turn where over time you say less and less and less, and they completely overwhelm the conversation. And boom, you're on chapter 4 of their self-narrated autobiography that you did not ask for, by the way. The narcissist goes on a long-winded rant or story, and your ears are the lucky ones they have picked to listen. If you have a lot of interactions with this person, you'll notice that this is a highly predictable pattern that'll happen again and again. It goes from the greeting to how are you to them stealing the whole conversation. Some conversations are longer than others, but with someone as self-absorbed as a narcissist, the conversation will always make a flip to be 100% about them. You're just kind of there to listen and take notes. It's pretty easy to see with somebody who behaves this way exactly why this happens. Number 2, the obsessions are kind of bizarre. This isn't just some basic bitch serial killer documentary loving weirdo like myself and so many other people. Highly narcissistic individuals have some really strange obsessions. A lot of them I won't get into here because frankly they're graphic. There are other ones that have to deal with power, control, and delusional ideas like being royalty, some kind of dictator, or somebody in charge in high power. Even more creepily, they might even refer to these people in history, kings or dictators, and compare themselves to people like this who have done really awful things. They will refer to other people as everyone is beneath me. You're a peasant, you're a commoner, you can't get on my level. They will actually speak about themselves as if they are some kind of royalty or person in real power with control and they're in charge. And they almost seem to idolize these people in history. They might also be really delusional about having a lot of control over things even when they don't. You will see that overwhelming baseline of the obsession for power, control, wealth, and it can get really fantastical and extremely delusional. Wealth, ultimate power, control, and all of those fantasies make narcissistic people, as far as I'm concerned, really obscure. Again, they have other obsessions that are super bizarre. Not going to get into those in this video. Number 3, the life they have sucks. Narcissists truly do amaze me because there are no other people on earth who can be living and leading a fairly mundane, okay, mediocre life with moderate, normal amounts of issues that the rest of us have, but they act like they have to wash the one shirt they own in a river and beat it against a rock and wipe their ass with a pine cone like they fucking came to America on the Mayflower. I don't understand this. No one thinks they have a life worse than someone narcissistic. And it's not super weird to really think about that because we know these are the biggest, lamest, whiniest crybabies that ever stubbed their toe and cried. But what's really strange is that somehow all of their woes and their failures, their flaws, and their shortcomings are someone else's fault. Everyone is blamed for why they aren't living their best life. I was going to make a laundry list of super narky excuses, but frankly, we've heard them all before. Nothing is a result of them not handling their business or being adults. Everything that has gone wrong, nope, it's not on them. Something that's unfair in their life, that's more than likely your fault or somebody else's, but definitely not because they have problems going on that they're not taking care of. The real kicker here is not only is everything in their life wrong, most of the time their partner is the one who becomes directly to blame. And all of the abuse, as the narcissist lashes out, is the result of a partner not making something perfect for the narcissist. And the narcissist really angry that their life is not perfect. To me, it's really, really weird to make every single issue in your life somebody else's problem, especially when the person you're in a relationship with loves you and cares about you. They turn to really amazing, wonderful people who love them and care about them and lash out and get violent and nasty and say, you are why my life is so bad, when in reality, that person is why their life is half as good as it really is. But narcissists are never going to take responsibility for what's going on in their life. And there's an immaturity there, a juvenile behavior and a juvenile idea that everything is somebody else's problem, as we know that that's a very common theme among highly narcissistic people. If you'd like to talk one-on-one about what you're going through or what you've been through in a toxic relationship, you can email BookAChatWithJess@gmail.com to set up private chats with me. Number 4, the lack of calm. In the last 4 years of my researching mental disorders, personality disorders, moving into dating advice and some other things, something really weird that I learned is not only are all narcissists really toxic fucking people, but they also hate it when things are nice and calm and relaxing. And you know those people in your life, the ones who tell you they hate drama, and you know that they don't. They love drama, absolutely love it. And never until I started doing all this research did I make the connection that everyone, male or female, who says they hate drama love it, and they never want their life to be peaceful, tranquil, or calm. Narcs are just not people who are going to provide their lovers, their partners, or anything with any sense of calm, quiet, safety, stability, supportiveness, or comfort in a relationship. Because when things are stable and calm and complete, the narcissist, frankly, is bored and needs another dose of drama. That's why as soon as the relationship begins to get some stable footing a few months in, all of a sudden you're being devalued. It's not fun anymore. The honeymoon of love bombing is over. You suck now. Everything isn't as fun as it used to be, and they need to kind of stir everything up now all over again. There will never be any calm when you are with a toxic person. And that's one of the reasons why, even though these relationships can be very sad when they're over and we can be very heartbroken, we all feel that sense of relief. Like, oh, like, yeah, I'm really sad. I'm really upset, but I'm like so glad this is over because I feel like I can breathe again. Number 5, the compliments turn cold. A lot of narcissists go over the top with compliments and doing everything right in the love bombing phase of the relationship. And hell, that's exactly what sets all of this up for just doom and failure in the first place. But what you're going to notice over time as you enter that really abusive, devaluing phase, those compliments that you were getting, not only are you not getting them anymore, they're actually flipped and thrown back at you. Certain things that you were complimented for are now suddenly a point of contention in the relationship. Now, all of a sudden, it's insults or a subject that causes a fight. They might have maybe told you they love the way you dress and how you carry yourself in the love bombing phase. But a few months later, when you're being devalued, it's, why are you dressing like that? Are you advertising something that's not for sale? Or why do you feel the need to wear those things? Or could you maybe wear a nicer shirt and not wallow around in your own filth? What's actually wrong with you? And it becomes very criticizing and very demeaning and begins to take a toll on your self-esteem. Everything gets flipped and turned back at you, and it makes it very devaluing and very destroying to your self-esteem. I've never in my life before experienced just something so bizarre to be complimented about something and then to get it turned around and I actually feel bad about it, and nothing is off limits. They will tear you down for being smart or funny, cute or successful. Even the greatest things about us are completely wrecked. Number 6, the volcano. Things that are not a big deal to anybody become a great point of drama for somebody highly narcissistic, as I'm sure you've already experienced. The smallest, slightest, most mundane thing now becomes a war, now becomes that erupting volcano, the mountain that's actually just the molehill. Some over-exaggerating and making things more volatile and dramatic is what someone narcissistic really needs to happen here. This kind of goes to the highlight point I was talking about earlier, where they never want to have peace. The narcissist will do really weird things and blow things way out of proportion. They will do something like pick a fight with you over the smallest, most remedial bullshit that isn't even an issue and continue to attack you about it for hours or days. This goes into the nighttime hours, the early morning hours. They'll do things like keep you awake all night on purpose Things like withholding sleep and peace and calm can add to your delusional behavior. It can ramp up your anxiety, your depression, which can cause you to maybe not remember things correctly. Don't forget, you're probably also being gaslighted by this person. It makes you even further lose your sense of reality. This can just cause a crazy downward spiral. And it's all extremely manipulative behavior. Because that's all narcissism really is learning how to maneuver, manage, and manipulate people into getting them to do exactly what this person needs everyone to do. So tell me other weird and super manipulative things that narcs do down in the comments. If you want extra videos for more information each and every month, I highly encourage you to click the link in the video description below to become a channel member. It supports my efforts and what I do here. You can join members like Mary Louise and Robbie59, who are some of the newest members of the channel. Thank you very much for listening. Have a great day, survivor, and take care of yourself.